Well, it is a tournament of dreams where we've seen the likes of Hilda Magaya, Tabitha Chawinga, a tournament that has really unearthed the talent for the very first time. It hits the soils of the nation's capital. It is, of course, day 2 of the Hollywoodbets COSAFA Women's Championship. It is already scorching temperatures here, and it is not even 1 o'clock here in Atteridgeville. But of course, we are coming to you live from the Lucas Masterpieces Morepe Stadium. Well, a very good and warm welcome to all our viewers from across the globe. I'm Baliskito, so happy to be in your company once again to bring you day 2 of the Hollywoodbets COSAFA Women's Championship. I'm not alone today, as they say, sharing is caring. I'm with the legend herself, Gloria Brown, who is our analyst. Gloria, you look at day 1 already, 10 goals scored already.
Absolutely, Mbali. What a pleasure to be here. And when you look at day 1, it basically sets the tone of the tournament. It's an absolute scorcher to get started. 10 goals was absolutely great. And not only that, the upset of the tournament definitely on the cards. When you look at the action that took place yesterday, it was absolutely phenomenal. I don't think the bookies got that right, but one's got to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that the captains also scored in both these games. But you look at Madagascar, they haven't been there since 2019, but you look at the promise that they showed. Eswatini, what a surprise package.
Absolutely, Madagascar getting the opening goal and just making sure that Swatini had to dig deep to ensure that they come back into this match. None other than the captain who had to dig deep. Also, you're looking at the injury that she sustained before this tournament, coming on and leading the pack. I think the strength and the ability, the leadership qualities coming in very, very strong for Eswatini.
Absolutely, and then we had the host nation, South Africa, as well in action. 4-3 is how things ended. But my goodness, we spoke about this new look team, but Malawi, what discipline.
I mean, they showed us flames, didn't they? I think this Malawi team is really a force to be reckoned with in this tournament. Take them lightly at your own peril. I think they started from the front foot and made sure they set the pace for Banyana Banyana to chase the game. And I think a player like Chawinga made sure that she picks up from where she left off. And not only that, Letitia, just opening the scoring, just made sure that Malawi settles very well.
Both the twins scored for South Africa, but so much disconnect from this South African side.
I think it's understandable considering the problems that they had, but we've got to look at the play on the field. These are players who can bounce back, they have the mentality, and I think for Coach Desiree, she will have to be able to get the right combinations and make sure that this team bounces back. The tournament is long, and for any coach, you'd want to start with on the right foot, but that belongs to Malawi in this particular fixture.
For a team that did not have a training session, how important are the next 2 days for South Africa when you look at now the log and where they're sitting? Of course, these are the results, but where they're sitting on the log, how important are these next 2 days for them?
Every single game is very important now going forward. They've put the pressure on themselves because now they've got to wait for either being the best finisher in the group. But right now, Malawi is on top of the log, and they're going to make sure that they keep their noses in front. It's really a huge battle for Banyana Banyana.
Absolutely. Well, we start things off with Angola as well as the Comoros. Yeah, they are both looking to progress past the group stages this year. So let's get into the coaches. It's been a bit of a struggle for Angola when you look at the past 4 consecutive COSAFAs that they've been part of. What is now the objective for this year?
The objective going through to go to the next stage. Okay, being in the first of the group and then go to the knockout stage.
I see consistency with the team sheets. Players that were here last year. How do you now integrate the new players and your team setup? Talk to us about that.
Yes, okay. Yes, I always thinking to keep the base, the foundation of the team, and then looking inside of the country if there is no more talent. So I try to add this kind of talent to the team.
And preparations?
The preparation was good. This year we spend more time preparing the national teams. We have some friendly match, not international friend match, but with boys teams locally. So I think it was good in general.
All the best, Coach.
Thank you.
Comoros is still a fairly young football nation. We've seen them at the CAF Women's Champions League with Olympique de Moroni. How would you say women's football has grown over the years?
L'île Comores, c'est très jeune dans le monde de football. Comment est-ce que tu peux dire que vous avez grandi dans un an depuis la dernière fois?
Bon, tout d'abord, je vous remercie beaucoup. Là, je dirais que c'est la quatrième fois qu'on participe à la COSAFA. Donc, et nous, à chaque année, on essaie de faire mieux que l'année précédente. Donc, voilà, donc on essaie de corriger, on essaie de faire à ce que l'année suivante soit quand même une année appréciable.
First of all, you'd like to thank for participating again, and it's his fourth time in the COSAFA Cup, and he's saying that every year they're growing and they're getting better and better, and it's every year they use it as a challenge to improve and encourage players to take part in more football events.
How are the preparations for this tournament, and just talk to us about the new players that have come into the team?
Les préparations pour le tournament, ils étaient comment, et les nouveaux joueurs qui sont venus dedans dans l'équipe, qu'est-ce qu'ils apportent dans l'équipe?
Bon, tout d'abord, c'est de les adapter. Donc là, on a essayé de faire cette adaptation. Et puis, bon, au fil du temps, 2, 3 jours, 4 jours, bon, ils sont revenus en forme. Donc voilà, le groupe est très animé. Bon, on ne sent pas qu'il y a des anciens et des nouveaux. Donc,
He's got a lot of experienced players in the team who have welcomed the new players, the new young players, and they've adapted quite quickly. It took about 3 or 4 days for them to adapt to the style of play, and he's happy with the way things are going.
Thank you so much, Coach. All the best.
Thank you.
thank you.
So both these teams looking for a first win. Who are now the key players that the coaches will be looking to?
Well, most definitely for Angola, you can see Coach Soso Francisca talking about the importance of doing better. You'll remember 2018, they were runners-up. So the goalkeeper is very crucial in setting the balance and making sure she's leads from the back. That is for Angola. When you look at Comores, it's got to be also the goalkeeper. You're looking at Zamorati Onzadi. She's also very instrumental, and the leadership coming from the back for both these teams.
Okay. Well, it's Angola up against the Comoros. Gloria Brown is going to join Sizwe Mapena in commentary. Let's get into it.
Well, we were treated to goals yesterday, and in 45 minutes of the opening match here today, we are once again treated to 5 on the black-hand side here as Angola take it to the opponents here. I've got Gloria Brown sitting alongside me, and, well, the start. So the opening goal came inside the opening 4 minutes, and it was a sign of things to come.
Sign of things to come, showing strength and great capability, taking the ball to the favored right foot. That is Coupe Gold unleashing the very first goal, and just making sure that the floodgates opened.
Well, once they open in some style. How's this for a second goal? Class from range.
Keeper could do not much and just make sure she picks the ball out of the back of the net, but great quality yet again. The ball dipping at the right moment, and that just saw Matondo Matuvava making sure that she keeps Angola ahead.
And they kept hitting them from a range. Then yet another coming in here. Lovely first touch to set up the opportunity here.
It is Paulina Sambo who really just showed a lanky framework, making sure that she takes her goal tally in the national colours.
Well, they were flying in, and in the end, just to rub salt onto the wounds here. Unfortunate for Chaharizadeh, I beg your pardon, but the own goal to go with it.
Well, Chaharizadeh was very unfortunate, but this is what happens when it rains goals, unfortunately, and with the defensive frailties, it is bound to show you these statistics that you see. 76 is a total dominance of Angola, just making sure that they keep their head in front. They know that it will come to goal average, and they want to make sure their heads are ahead.
Oh, no shot on target as yet from Comoros. That pretty much tells you a story about their struggles in going forward. But total dominance for Angola, who lead Comoros at half-time with a 5-0 scoreline.
Well, I'm joined by Mr. Felix Tanga Warima, who is the FIFA CAF referees instructor. Thank you so much for your time. It's always good talking to you once again. I think the biggest story coming out of this tournament is the introduction of VAR. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Thank you very much. It's exciting times for COSAFA as a region. It's exciting times for the women national teams of the region, because they are the breaking ground. They are the pioneers of this project, which we have been planning and we've been working behind the scenes, and now it has arrived. We have VAR in COSAFA tournament.
Now we know that it's going to be used from the semi-final, but we've been seeing a lot of VAR activity, including the gentleman from Egypt who's just training everyone. Can you tell us a little bit about the activity now building up to when we're actually going to start using it?
We started 5 days before this tournament, training our referees. Remember, this is a new project, and we had raw material referees, and we had to start from ground zero with other referees. And really, we need to appreciate the support we have been having. Like you said, from the gentleman from Egypt, Rami, has been doing a fantastic job. So what we have done is, for our referees to be certified, to be allowed to referee, they need to have 25 hours of training. So we started within the last 5 days. As we are talking right now, we still have the training offline, which means by the time we reach the semi-finals, we are ready, everybody's ready, and the VAR is there.
You speak about training. Now, the ones that are going to be operating the VAR, are these some of the new referees that we are seeing, or are you using the ones that have already been part of the system who have a little bit more experience?
You find out we are fortunate in our zone that we have some already registered referees. We have Akona from South Africa, Diana from Zambia, Rivet from Mauritius. And to add that, we had to invite 2 male certified referees, Ahmed from Mauritius and Jason from Angola, just in case. But also we have our referees who were short of some few hours to be certified, which they have accumulated right now. So as I'm talking to you right now, the experience who are there and the new ones whom we have actually managed to get their hours, and we are just ready. We are just ready to go.
Let's now talk about the training, because every year COSAFA has then those referees courses where we see new referees coming through the system. So in terms of the training, do you have 2 separate trainings for the refs that are on the field and the ones in VAR, or is it one comprehensive training for all the refs?
What you need to understand is that all the referees, we have 26 referees here, 28 referees here. They are all referees. But it's only the separate of duties. One day you may be in the VAR, the following day you will see on the field. Like you'll see Akona, one day she's on the field of play, one day she's actually in the van. So they are all referees, and we are very excited about this project. We are also excited that for South Africa, they are hosting this inaugural project. So really, everything is going on very well.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tangawarima.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for having me.
Felix Tangawarima, who is the FIFA and CAF referees instructor. It is currently 5-0 here to Angola. We're going into the second half.
Well, confident display in the first half, yeah. And I now look forward to a tough day out at the Dobsonville Stadium against the Zambians. But let's go back to that first half. And Coupe got it all started here.
Good switch of play when you look at the ball coming from the midfield, going to the far right, and Coupe unleashing a beauty to get to the opening here at the Lucas Masterpieces Maripe Stadium. And that's how the Angolans set the tone of this particular match.
Now, at that point, things were looking good for the Angolans. Took them just 5 minutes or 4 minutes to find the back of the net then. And it didn't take long, and they kept the good times rolling. Now, calls make the world go round from a footballing point of view. Lovely skill on the far side to set up this Luvunga, who scores in 2 consecutive COSAFA Women's Championships.
Luvunga getting the supply, using the attack from the midfield. What the beauty that we got to see of Angola attacking from the wings. They also showing that they can come direct. They also can shoot from distance. And that goal was no different. Again, standard situations, making sure that they get the ball in the back of the net.
Yep, Matuvova. It was from the dead ball situation. That lovely first touch from Sambo. Well, just set it all up, really.
I mean, this goal for Sambo really showing the quality of the player, and coming from deep, good fluidity from the Angolan side that we'll definitely want to see throughout this tournament. If put on the back foot, this is the pressure they mounted throughout.
Then the own goal to end a tough day for Charles Zadit, who also was amongst the injured players in this game. And then a good few from the Comoros' point of view. Will be hoping those that left injured are able to continue. The numbers simply just tell a story of utter dominance.
Total dominance, as Angola definitely gets to start the way they wanted, get their nose in front, get the 3 points, and basically will decide how to play their next match, whether they would really come in all guns blazing and want to finish top of their group. But great a moment for a number of players. 18 shots, 9 on target, 5 goals to the good.
Okay. Well, I'm joined by our player of the match, Zephyrine Coupe, and she is our player of the match from Angola. And to hand over the award is Tepo Rakhatla, Director of Sports and Recreation for the city of Tshwane. Thank you so much, sir. Congratulations. Her coach is going to join her just to translate. Thank you so much, Ntate Rakhatla. Thank you so much. Coach, if you can just come in. Yes, thank you so much. Congratulations. What a game. Talk to me about what this win means. And it's your opening game.
Primeiro, parabéns. Grande vitória. Fala pouco a ela como é que o que essa vitória representa para ti.
Muito obrigada pela vitória, que essa vitória representa muito para nós. Queríamos ganhar, queríamos conseguir esse campeonato, trabalhamos muito para isso, que a próxima vez também vencemos o segundo jogo, vamos trabalhar para o segundo jogo.
Okay. She said it was a very good game. Thank you. And she said it is mean a lot for us, because it was our goals to win this match, because we have two more matches that we can go to next stage. And she said we're gonna work for the next match.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Zephyri. Thank you so much. And joining me now, Coach Sosa Garcia. Coach, what a game today. Did you feel that your team stuck to the tactics that you gave them for today?
Yeah, I do think so, even though the opponent allows us to do what we want to do as well. But I'm happy what my players did, and we just need to keep improving, because we have next match, maybe a difficult match comparing to this match.
And playing such a high line, Coach. This was one thing that you said. You said, I don't want to attack so high, but you found yourself doing that today.
Yes, I was thinking, because comparing to the kind of opponent we will have in the second match and the third match. To this match, as I said before, this team allowed us to press high, because we felt that if we press them, they will make a mistake, and then we can finish the score. So that's why we try to press high. But for the other match, the strategy we may change.
Thank you so much, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach Sosa Garcia of Angola. He will take the 3 points, a dominant performance by them. I'm now joined by Coach Mikidashe of the Comoros, and we'll be joined by the translator. Coach, talk to me about today's game. It was just such a tough day for your team, a lot of injuries as well.
Donc, parlez-nous un peu du match aujourd'hui. Ça a sûrement été un peu dur avec le nombre de blessés.
Ouais, bon, le match a été dur au premier mi-temps surtout, mais deuxième mi-temps, on a essayé de corriger un peu les situations qui nous a fait défaut la première partie. Bon, je trouve qu'on peut continuer en ce sens et on aura un effectif très compétitif au match suivant.
Yes, of course, the first half was very difficult for us. We lost a player, a lot of injuries, and we conceded 5 goals. But I will keep in mind the second half what my players played, and we will capitalize on it for our next game.
Thank you so much, Coach. All the best for your next game.
Oh, merci beaucoup.
Thank you so much, Coach. Well, it is Angola with the opening dominance, 5-0 over the Comoros in the opening Group B game. But the defending champions are up next. They are looking to finally get their campaign off against Mozambique. And of course, that kickoff will be at 3 o'clock.